Hey, welcome back. If you saw my intro video, if you didn't and you just ran across this video, hey, welcome to the Weirdo channel. Yes, I look like I'm homeless. Yes, there are holes in my shirt. Do I maybe have a pin in my shirt to hide the insignia? Maybe? Yes. So this is gonna be my awkward intro video for my cats, hopefully. If I can get them to come up on the bed. Already you can see my husky, he's gonna be here in the corner because he wants a treat. But let's see if we can get the cats to come up. Okay, so that did not work how I wanted it to, but I finally got them to come up on the bed. Okay, so I have 5 cats, so I'm gonna introduce them one at a time. This is Sheamus. He's my second oldest, so he is 5 years old, and he is considered my sick baby. Now, I consider him my sick baby because he's a little odd. He does have some medical needs. He has to be on a prescription diet because he has pancreatitis, so he can only eat certain foods. These treats, thankfully enough, are good enough for him. Like I said, he's 5 years old. His name is Sheamus. He was born on St. Patrick's Day, and he does have a little bit of like mental issues. He gets really grumpy sometimes. Very different from a normal cat. So he'll get in like a mood, and the only way to calm him down is to like swaddle him in a blanket. So he's one of my more interesting cases, but he is the first out of 5. He's my second oldest. I will let him go. And then I have Charlie's already up here. So I'm going to introduce Charlie. This is Charlie. She's my second youngest. She came actually from, she was from a rescue, and she was rescued from a hoarding situation. So I got her when she was a kitten. And she does have some issues as well. She doesn't like her head to be pet, but you can pet her body. But because of the hoarding situation that she came from, she does have some issues with touch. But she's my good girl. So that's my Charlie. Okay, everybody's on the bed now because everybody wants treats. So now I got them all in the bed. This screamy baby this is Bee. I also call her Bumblebee. She's really upset now because I gave her one treat and I won't give her another one. She loves food. Like I said, she's my youngest. Ow, don't bite, Bumblebee. She's biting me because she wants food right now. She loves food. Yeah. So I actually found her on the side of the road. I was driving home from some errands one day and found her on the side of the road. Yes, Daddy gave you a treat, huh? We're not sure if she had been hit by a car or if somebody had thrown her out. She didn't have any fleas or anything, so we're thinking somebody threw her out of their car. She had a small cut on her leg. We ran to the emergency room. We ran to the emergency vet and got her leg all stitched up. But other than that, she was fine. She does have a chipped tooth, so she does have some issues with feeding. I know. We're so excited for food now. And she does like to eat so fast that she throws up. So we've had some interesting kind of trial and error with trying to get her to slow down as far as eating, just so she doesn't get sick. But we've had a lot of progress with that, so she doesn't get sick anymore. And she's my youngest. So this is Bee, also known as Bumblebee, and she loves food. Alright, so this is my next cat. I actually had to trick him with a mouse. Oh, Charlie. Sorry, Charlie just bumped the camera. So this is Kasich. He's named after a podcast called Welcome to Night Vale. He's my black kitty, and he is 2 years old. He's actually only about 6 months older than Charlie, so he's my third youngest. He's right in the middle. I had to trick him with the mouse because he loves to play fetch. I actually found him on the side of the road as well. Here, I'll play fetch with him a couple times. He wants to play fetch. So I found him on the side of the road as well. It was actually him and what I think is one of his siblings who had been hit by a car. He had survived, but his sibling had not. So he's pretty rambunctious at home. But he does go in public with me sometimes. He is technically my ESA, so he's my emotional support cat. And he goes with me in public and keeps me calm in public because I do have some mental issues, especially with social anxiety. But he's my travel buddy when I go in public. He's very sweet in public, but at home he's really rambunctious. Isn't that right? Yeah. I'll let him go now because he really wants to play with the mice. But he's my middle child. And then last but not least, this is my oldest cat. This is Henry. Now Henry is actually 16 years old. I've had him since I was really little. Yeah. He's my old man. I always call him my grumpy boy. He only really gets along with Sheamus, and he's actually taking a liking to Bee, which I'm really surprised because usually he's a grumpy old man. What you doing, baby? But yeah, he's my oldest cat. He is 16 years old. He didn't used to have any health problems. He was actually my healthiest cat at one point. He just came from your average farm. He was just a farm cat. I've had him since he was a kitten. But now because he's older, he does have a lot of health issues as far as eating. So I actually have him on the same diet that Sheamus is on, just because that's the only thing you can keep down. Just because he's so old. But he's my oldest. So yeah, that was my 5 cats. I know cats aren't really the most exciting as far as animals, but I did want to introduce them. So if you ever see them in my videos, you'll know who they are. So if you want to come back to those videos, you can meet everybody. If you have any questions about any of my cats, feel free to ask. Any questions about like any of their health issues. So Sheamus has some health issues. Bee, the baby, she has some health issues just because of her circumstance. Like I said, we weren't sure if she was hit by a car or if somebody threw her out, but she did originally have stitches. They're all healed up now, but she does still have that chipped tooth, which half of it is gone. And then I have my old man, Henry, who has some issues just because he's old. So if you have any questions about that kind of thing, just let me know. Or if you just have any general questions, let me know. But thank you for tuning in. Yeah. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.